I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
Yeah.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
Okay.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Yes.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending.
Ja.
And Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
Det er han ikke.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right? See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Okay.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Good night, baby. Okay, ellers har jeg flere objectives, fordi der var fandme irriterende det med de hostages. Det er ikke fordi jeg er doven og bare lalalala. Jeg gider redde dem, men jeg ved ikke. Jeg bliver ikke rigtig mindet om det. Var det bare noget jeg selv skulle gøre, eller? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Hvorfor er vi nu inde i den her kedelige bygning? Løb!
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the Typhoon?
The same people who attacked us last time. I mean, come on. We were testing it from in.
Okay.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer.
No.
There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Bitch. Godt lige at få det der get it, things done hele tiden. Det var rimelig nice. Hver gang jeg går i level får jeg så ikke practice points eller. Jo, der har jeg sgu da fået nice. Kan jeg bruge den på noget? Nej. Nej, jeg tror jeg må hellere spare op til et eller andet sted. Cloaking. Ja, nice feedback. Ja. Okay. Okay. Hvad er det her? Radar. Okay. Kunne måske også... Jeg ved ikke... Det ville nok ikke være helt dårligt. Så skal jeg virkelig også snart til at få nogle... Goddammit, fylder den ikke selv op.
Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about.
I bet he's trying to convince him to come out of hiding and make a statement that will counteract Bill Tech.
Really? He's working day watching CON again. Trying to save the world. Right.
Hvorfor skal jeg ikke op? Hvor ligger de irriterende? Get me out of this elevator right now. Nej, min arv. Så ikke det.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
Okay.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile.
Selvfølgelig.
We'll talk later.
Selvfølgelig. Det ser så badass ud med den coat.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Nå, allerede.
How you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him at Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking?
Hold nu kæft.
Like that? I sent you in there to take care of
Det gjorde jeg
things.
også. Gamble.
You asked me to deal with the situation, and that's what I did.
I see. I'm also starting to see why your superiors in the police force decided to blame you for the Mexican town riots. Christ, Adam. I thought you were ready for this.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, because so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
Selvfølgelig var den det.
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Placate scotch.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Okay.
Boss, what you're asking me to do, it's not exactly legal.
No, it isn't. You got a problem with that?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Look at him. You know the police never fully investigated that first attack, don't you?
Yes, but...
But nothing. We lost a lot of good people, top people. And I'm beginning to think Detroit PD doesn't give a damn. Someone is pulling strings to keep us in the dark.
Okay.
And in your world, the ends justify the means.
My world is your world, Adam. And if getting that neural hub illegally will show us who's behind these attacks, and maybe even help us go after them, yeah, you're damn right it does. So get going.
Okay.
That hacker's not going to be sitting still for long. Get over to the station and find a way inside.
Okay. Vi kan nok godt klare en mission eller to mere. Så bare nedenunder mig. Okay. Og så må vi lige se, når jeg stopper for den her omgang. Get out of here. Så. Hey, kan jeg flirte mine? Tror jeg nok jeg kan.
Were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
Hvem ringte han til?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Humanity Front.
Sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Yeah.
Tell that to all the war amps whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, If he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand.